What is up, YouTube? And today I'm back with a bit of a different video. And, well, by different, I mean different technique I did for this video. One that I'm actually pretty proud of, and I'm pretty proud of the result. So, of course, the figure to the left, or to your right, actually, my left, is CARNOM. Now, if you guys don't know who CARNOM is, he appeared in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. I don't think he's a figure that's canon to the actual Marvel Universe. I did research for him, tried to look for actual pictures. I didn't really find anything besides some cool fan concepts. And to the left, we have his base, how I made him, so you guys can make him eventually in the future. Now, let's review the figure first, and then we'll get on to all the, how I made him, the details, why I made him this way. So CARNOM could actually equip actual Lego pieces. I made him that way on purpose because I feel like a Carnage figure, or a Carnage and Venom figure, does need to grab webs somehow. So I made it so he does grab actual Lego pieces. And I'm using one of my Carnage tendrils there as an example. And the arms do actually articulate. Like, they could actually rotate. And when it's on the figure, it doesn't limit any sort of motion at all. As a matter of fact, it just increases it. Which I am so proud of. This is probably my first figure to be this way. Of course, this figure took me a long time to make. This figure took me around 8 hours to make. I am pretty proud of him, though. That logo is probably one of my better Venom logos. And the head is pretty good as well. Like, it's one of my best big figure heads. Now, for the hands, I obviously used Hulk hands from the Lego Big Fig. I used these hands right here. From Mighty Micro I had, though I didn't use the ones from my Avengers Age of Ultron Hulk. I sanded down the joint, or this, the peg hole, or the peg a little bit, so it could fit more into that Roblox figure's feet hole, or this would be a better example. So I sanded it down so it could fit better in here, and I put in some hot glue with it, and it ended up working out spectacularly. Now, I tried to fill the seams best I could with some hot glue, make it look like he was forming these, like some sort of conjunction. He was trying to make to defeat Spider-Man. But if you guys know, this is like an abomination. It's a conjunction of two symbiotes. It wasn't supposed to happen. It was a mistake. And they weren't supposed to be together in the first place. Just an explosion, or I'm pretty sure it was like an explosion, or the two of them got melted together by fire or something. And now they are one huge symbiote. And in the game, they turn into like this giant monster if you eventually unlock them. So, this is a pretty crazy figure to me. It means a lot to me because this game, if you guys didn't tell in my earlier videos, this game meant a lot to me. A lot of the Lego games did. And I usually always played all the Lego games, and this is the last one I played, I'm pretty sure. Oh, did I just show my face again? Because if I did, sorry if you guys saw my hair, and I have some cream on right now. So, yeah, if you guys saw that, I am so sorry. But, yeah, it doesn't even matter. My face is shown on YouTube already. You guys could see to the left, we got Carnage's face. I can't tell because this camera, like, IRL, this is my, well, yeah, that's my left, so, I don't know what I'm talking about. But here we can see that this is the Carnage side, all melted and fused with the Venom head. And, yeah, this looks spectacular to me. I love the Carnage mouth I have, like, some of the Carnage mouth there. Then it's blank a little bit on the Venom side because it's, like, melted on, so, like, that side of his mouth wasn't, like, available. It got melted, fused together, so his lips are shut there. But this side of Venom's mouth is still open, so you can still see some teeth. Then I got a little bit of his tongue peeping through. He doesn't have a really long tongue, so I gave him a little bit. You'd think it's even longer since it's both of them, but nope, it's shorter. So, yeah. Now for the actual body, I'm going to remove the arm so I can go all around. I did end up putting some hot glue detail with it. Why hot glue, you may be asking? Well, because the natural drips make it look more melted and done up together. So, it looks awesome, especially on this shoulder right here. It turned out spectacular. So, yeah. The whole figure was originally black. Then I went over the whole figure with a, like, gloss. Then I went over the figure with some hot glue on the shoulders. Then I went over that with whiteout. Then I went over that with red. Then I went over that with another gloss. Then I went over it with some light painting. Which is how the figure looks like this. It looks fantastic in my opinion. And then I drew on like some of the muscle detail, but then didn't draw it all the way through, so it could look more like, again, put together. Since Carnage isn't really muscular, I didn't think it would make sense to make this figure extremely muscular. Then again, he does look pretty buff. Now for the hands, I love how these turned out. These used to be, again, neon green hands, so turning these red was a bit of a challenge for me, but it worked out. And I love how this looks like almost seamless. It could grab stuff. It could, and by the way, these will be explained in a little bit. And yeah, I just love how big and beefy these hands are. I know it kind of contradicts what I said about him not being muscular because of Carnage, but I feel like I had to implement this feature, and you guys will see why. So here he is now, all done up. And in a way, he reminds me of that Next One Night's Axel figure body, and it looks pretty good. But you'll see what I mean by why these are necessary. So I made him these two kind of webs, a red and a black one for Carnage and Venom. And these are articulated, of course. They can grab things as well, because they have a Lego hand at the end. And these plug right into the figure's arms. So, that's where those cannon things come into play. And it looks awesome if you do it right. It looks awesome. There you can see my Venom figure launching his Venom symbiote webs at a maybe Spider-Man figure. And it just turned out awesome to me. Like, these webs took me a while to make, though. These webs alone took me like 2 hours to come up with because I didn't know how I was going to make them. But I ended up using, you know how bread comes with those little ties at the end? Yeah, that's what I used to make these. 2 really long bread ties. Then I went over it with hot glue. Then I went over the bottom side with hot glue. The black one was easy. I just painted it with the black marker. Red one was a bit more of a pain in the neck because I had originally gone over all of it with whiteout. Then the red marker didn't want to stick. It would start chipping, so I went over it again with red paint. And before I started playing with it, I made sure I go over it with some Mod Podge so the paint didn't come off. And yeah, it ended up like you see right now. It's a shiny red, a nice red, and an articulated Venom symbiote tendril. Now, for those of you wondering, does it still work since I put Mod Podge in it? Yes, the grip still can grab anything like seamlessly. It still works. Now, again, this isn't 100% off inspired of the game because, of course, it's not a big fig. It is a custom Roblox minifigure body turned Lego hand thing. So, now to show you guys what I did to make this figure. So, for this figure, I obviously had to start off somewhere. So, my base was a Roblox blocky body. Replaced the arms with Roblox figure legs. Yeah, these are legs, if you guys didn't know. These are Roblox character legs. And I sanded down the feet a little bit. I went over and sanded down the peg holes. I made the peg holes a little bit bigger with a hot glue gun. Then I grabbed the hands, the little pegs of the hands, sanded them on the ground, made those shorter, and I put it in. Now, I'm not doing that to this figure yet because this figure might, I don't know, I might do something with this, I'm not sure. But, yeah. Then for the head, I obviously put on the stud. Now, for all the detail you guys see on him, I put hot glue. Then I went over it with a nice clear coat, black marker, clear coat again. Then all these clear coats were probably unnecessary, but I kind of liked how they finished the finished product. So if you guys want to do all these clear coats, you can. And yeah, then I went over the top a little of the figure and the stud, filled it in since it's of course hollowed out a little bit. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the figure. You got to go over it as much time as you want. You can do whatever you want, make it look shiny as possible, because it is a symbiote after all. Now, guys, that is how you make CARNOM from the LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 Lego Boy Edition. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, wait, no. I forgot to do one thing. Comparisons. So, yeah, I'm so sorry. I almost forgot. I know I was about to end the video. I'm sorry for those of you who are looking forward to the video ending. Yeah, and if you were, I'm sorry I'm boring. But I don't think I'm boring, so you guys are awesome. So, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm rambling at this point. So for our first comparison, we have my CARNOM compared to my Venom. And obviously, this one's going to be a little bit more bulkier because, of course, it's a mix of two characters. I should have some of the other characters' muscle, too. Now, let's look at the other character we're mixing him with, which is Carnage. That's Carnage right there. Here he is, also next to the original character he was being mixed with, the Lego Venom minifigure. And those are the two figures that are mashed up right here from the video game. This bigger one, I just use him for size comparison, because he's probably one of my favorite bigger figures. Now he is my current favorite. Him and the Lizard are my current favorites. I feel like I've improved so much. So those are the two figures that come together to make CARNOM. And I feel like it's pretty funny because if you stack the two figures up on each other, it kind of matches the height of CARNOM. I mean, Venom is a little bit taller, but if we really wanted to, you could pull it down a little take off that peg on Carnum's on Carnage's neck, and bam. Even though he is a little bit taller, it is a little bit kind of, I don't know, it's kind of scaled there. It would have been cool if I got it perfectly to scale, but nah, not gonna happen. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think about this custom, if I should do more customs like this. And if I do make another custom like this, it's probably going to be Sandman. So, yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Yeah, and have a safe and fantastic day.